Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Samuel Lee Hill, 25W727451. Is the victim here? Come on up here, man.
Morning, Your Honor. Michael A. Carmen, P73824 on behalf of the defendant.
Your name, ma'am? Your name?
Samuel Hill, Your Honor.
Your client pled no contest due to lack of memory. And that was under 7694A, which I don't have a problem with. But boy, is he going to hear from me after I've read this report.
Understood.
Is everything in the report accurate, Mr. Carmen? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Your Honor, as far as the factual portion, it is accurate. As far as the substance abuse assessment, I'm kind of perplexed that it would be scored as a 5 on the drug user portion, considering that his only reported use and only use period has been marijuana. No any other types of drugs he's used, does not drink often. His last drink was 5 months ago. But really, Your Honor, I'm kind of focusing on the drug slash substance portion of it. I don't understand how it could be scored in the category 5 if marijuana is the only use. I mean, that's a completely legal recreational drug. And to update the court, he was approved for a medical marijuana card January 30th by MMMP. He did show me the email. Further, there were no drugs or alcohol use whatsoever alleged in the police report, as the court knows, as the court read. So I would ask that the court consider striking the no, alcohol or illegal controlled substances, or especially in Mr. Hill's case, marijuana use, and consider striking recommendation number 7. The only thing that Mr. Hill seeks to use is marijuana. He did get approved for a medical marijuana card. He had shoulder surgery recently. The marijuana helps with that, and it's a completely legal recreational drug. There's no allegations whatsoever of him being under the influence of anything in the report. In fact, it was the contrary. He, as the court should recall, was not taking his prescribed medications, and that led to this.
I didn't read where he had any, there was any evidence of alcohol or drug use that day. Can you verify that, ma'am?
Yeah, there was none.
Go, I'm with you.
Okay, Your Honor, that's all on my end. Would ask that the court accordingly strike recommendation number 7, but to otherwise adopt the recommendations of Ms. Tessino. Thank you.
I just want to check the. All right. What would you like to say, if anything, sir?
I feel remarkably bad, terrible. Like, this is my own mom we're talking about, and I'm completely embarrassed for myself, my mom's sake. I've definitely learned my lesson. I can tell you that for sure, for dang sure. I'm sorry, Mom. Sorry I had to come to this.
Were you arrested that night?
Copy.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How many hours were you in jail?
I was in jail for like 3 days or 2 days, wasn't it? 2 days.
Okay, ma'am. What would you like to say?
I really don't have much to say. I just say thank you for scolding him the first time that he was here.
You definitely scared the diggins out of me.
Well, you don't hit your mother.
I know.
You pushed her down and then slapped her. This is a no contest plea, so you shouldn't verify that in any stretch or form due to lack of memory, but that's what I'm convinced of. The officer was able to verify that with the physical injuries that were there. How do you hit your own mother? I mean, seriously. This disgusts me.
It disgusts me. Yes.
It should. You seem like a very nice lady. I'm glad you're at least showing some remorse,
Most definitely.
but you cannot do this. You're 28 years old. I don't care if you're 28 or 82, you don't hit your mother. You don't hit anybody. So let me be clear about that. But you sure don't hit your mother. Here she is, bringing him in. You're bringing him in, right? Because you want him to be able to stay with you because he's going to have shoulder surgery. And you say something he doesn't like and he pushes you off the bed, causes a bruise and slaps you in the face, right? Right?
Yes.
It just disturbs me. 12 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. You change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You still want them to be able to live there?
Yes.
No assaultive, abusive, or intimidating behavior toward the victim, Veronica Drake. Do you understand that?
Copy that.
Domestic violence program you're going to attend with 12-week follow-up. I'm going to order no firearms. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. I'm going to order 5 days jail credit, 2 serve, 3 you'll serve those. I'll let you serve them on the court work program. And I'm making an asterisk. You're not to do that until physically able to do so. So I get the fact that you're probably going to be out of commission with your shoulder issue until April. I don't care if we don't have to do it until June or July. I'm not going to make you do that when you're incapable of doing it, but when you are, you're going to do 3 days court work. 100 fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 475 screening fees, 60 for 535 probation fees are 240, bringing your total to 775 plus the court work program fees of 105. Everything included amounts to 805. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 93 days. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. If you're compliant at the end of the probationary period, I'm going to dismiss the case on motion of the prosecutor. Do you understand that?
So one thing I didn't understand, you said the court order for 3 days, I got to go back to jail?
No, court work program, when you're physically capable of doing that.
Oh, so like community service?
Under the direction of our court work program supervisors. You'll be here on Saturdays.
Oh, copy that.
Okay?
Stop saying that.
What's that?
I hate when he says copy that. That's just disrespectful to people.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
You have all the money to pay this?
No.
How much do you have today?
You see it?
I don't know what that means.
I ain't doing nothing right now. I ain't got nothing.
You're gonna pay $75 weekly on this. I'm gonna start this beginning.
Can it be at like when I go back to work? I go back to work April.
I know. We're gonna start this on May. What's the first, the second Saturday, Lisa, of May, or Friday rather? 9th?
You say the
Okay,
second
let's
Friday?
do it. Yeah,
The 9th.
beginning May the 9th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you need more time, you're not physically capable, you don't have the money because you get behind, no problem. You come in here at 8:30 in the morning on it before any of your due dates, or you call the court on or before the due date. We'll set something up on the due date for you to request more time, and I'll be glad to give that to you. I don't care how many times we have to do it, but don't ignore me. I also have to give you a review hearing date. So you're gonna go down the hall, get your review hearing date, and then go meet with probation where they will instruct you. What do you have for me, Lisa?
January 20th at 9 o'clock.
January the 20th of 26 at 9 a.m. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, thanks for coming. I wish you well.
Thank you.